Hey there, good evening, good afternoon, whatever time it is where you are, where you click onto this video. I just want to say hey, and I hope that you're doing well. I want to thank you again for joining me this past weekend for reclaiming your time. It was a very exciting event for me, just to be able to be of support to so many of you. I think, one of the most important things that we can do in our lifetime is to take the time to just figure out who we really are and to find a way to experience as much joy on this planet and peace as possible, even, with everything that's going on. I wanted to just give you a couple of tips as to how to go forward. Sometimes after these workshops, I go to a lot of workshops for professional development and personal development. And sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes when you leave the workshop, it can be a little bit overwhelming. And you might sometimes have a challenge figuring out how to start to move forward. If that's not you, that's cool. But I thought for those of you who may be having a little bit of a challenge, that I would offer a couple of things. First, attached to this video is a copy of the slide deck that I used for the presentation. Within the slide deck, there are a couple of new extra slides. One of the slides has a list of all the worksheets that came in your worksheet packet and the order in which you should attack or do the work. I thought it would be helpful just to sort of lay it out for you. So they're numbered one through, whatever that last number is. Do them in order. And Farai brought up at the end of the session a question about the rear view, my life in rear view. The goal is to visualize what you want to accomplish this year, what you want your life to look like this year, and answer those questions as though your vision has already come to pass. And then when you fill out the rear view worksheet, put it up somewhere in your house, in your apartment, in the bathroom, somewhere where you will see it so you can constantly be reminded of that vision. I shared with you that I keep my vision statements and my goals on my on my desktop and on my phone because I want to see them and I always have them with me. So when you do your year in review, don't overestimate what's possible for you in the year because then you'll be disappointed. And at the same time, don't underestimate what you're capable of. So, really, just take the time to think that if I'm able to accomplish the things that I set out for myself, what will this year look like? If this was the best year of my life, right? How would I answer those questions? So, answer the questions from the space of it's already done and then use that to guide your decisions and to guide your work. I encourage you to take other workshops, find other speakers. I will be offering some more trainings this year, but find other people, right? So you have a diversity of information available to you. Also, towards the back of the slide deck, I put in a list of resources. There are a list of the books that we shared with you today, the recommendations from Kendra, my recommendations. I got one of the authors wrong, so I corrected that. And then there are a couple of other books in there that I think that would have been helpful to me, that I think will be helpful to you. Also, I put in a list of different meditation guides that I have found helpful to me, just for those of you who don't have a regular practice, just as an idea for you to explore. When you're looking for spiritual teachers and motivational speakers and meditation guides, it's important to find somebody that speaks to you. The same voice, the same tone that works for me may not work for you. So I'm offering them not to say that these are the ones that you have to do, but just as an example of the people that I listen to in hopes that, if they work for you, awesome. If not, they'll help you start to figure out what does work for you. Some people like a guided meditation with the voice. I do, but it depends on the voice. Some people like meditation that's just music. I do, but it depends on the music, right? So use this as a time to explore. As a reminder, if you join the first workout session, you do get a one-on-one consultation, hour-long session with me. And I'm going to be sending out a link in the next day or two for you to sign up. So sign up and let's schedule some time to figure out how I can be of support with a particular issue that you're dealing with or just some general life questions. It'll be an hour for you to use as you will. Also, we talked about my relationship with my phone and texting. I do not have the capacity to answer every individual question that comes my way via text message and email. As I shared with you, I'm an aunt of 12, and I make it my business to be in their business as much as possible. And I also have a roster of clients. So those of you who have texted me questions, I don't have the capacity to answer your questions outside of the context of those one-on-one meetings. So I'm hoping that the resources that I provide for you within this attached within the slide deck will help you get on your way, and that you can hold off on your questions. Those of you who are going to be doing the one-on-one with me, save your questions for that period of time. I don't have the capacity, and y'all know I'm not going to be answering a bunch of emails and text messages because that's not how I work. And I believe that's it. I'm going to be adding you all, if you're not already on. I do a newsletter. I'm going to be trying to do it more regularly this year, but where I just, check in, offer tips, offer insights. You can follow me on social media, on Instagram. I'm very active on social Instagram. I do a lot of motivational postings and messages. That's where I spend most of my time when it comes to social media. And I'm going to put links and information about my social media platforms within this video as well. So that's it. The slide deck is attached. I'm going to go ahead and I'm attaching another copy of the worksheets just in case yours have gotten misplaced. Whatever note that you take, and I encourage you to transfer them into the worksheets and keep them in a folder so all of your information is in one space for easy reference. Again, there are resources about books in there, meditation guides in there, things that have helped me. Most of the books, are about spirituality, the positive thinking, etc. But there are 2 books in there that are about business. One is the Make It Rain book that I mentioned, and the other one is Good to Great by Jim Collins. For those of you who are building businesses and building your business brands, it's an important read. All right, I think that is it for now. Again, thank you so much for joining me this past weekend. Please take advantage of the resources. You're on my email list, so you'll be getting other invitations and other information for me. This is your year. It's got your name written on it. This is the year that you are going to elevate. Reclaim your time. Don't allow anybody to use time as a weapon against you. You've got plenty of time. You've got all the time that there is to become the person that you were born to be. It's a never-ending journey, and how exciting is that? All right? Y'all take care. I'll see you soon. Bye.